Okay, it started. I did it from my watch. Bonus tip number 1, if you have an Apple Watch, you can connect it to your phone and it acts as a remote, so you're welcome for that. So, if you haven't seen, let me start out first by saying who I am. My name is DejaCriston, and I am 20 years old. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, but now I live in Austin, Texas. And I'm a theater education major at the University of Texas at Austin. That's my typical introduction that I do. But today I just wanted to talk to you guys about some things, specifically 20 things that I learned by 20. These are just things that well, it's pretty self-explanatory actually. 20 things I've learned by now that have stuck with me and that I try to live by. This list could change, potentially. It's probably gonna change. You know, a lot happens within a year. So maybe whenever I'm 21, I'll continue this series and do a 21. Anyways, let's get back to the subject. Also, the thing with this video is that I wanted it to be completely unedited. So I have been reading this book. This is not a book promo or whatever, but I happened upon this book. And so I go on, let me explain how I happened upon this book. So I go on walks and we have these little libraries along our neighborhood, and this was in here, and I found this book and I was like, this is interesting. I'm an artist. What does exactly "steal like an artist" mean? Anyways, a thing that I picked up in here was, they said, let's see, a thing that stuck with me. It's often what an artist chooses to leave out that makes art interesting. What isn't shown versus what is, and it's the same for people. What makes us interesting isn't just what we've experienced, but it's also what we haven't experienced. The same is true when you do your work. You must embrace your limitations and keep moving. So I won't exactly go into the details of, well, maybe I should, because we're trying to be open. But, I'm diverting right now for a second, but say hi to Nova. I brought him along with me. You got a little dirt on your face. Say hi, everyone. Hi. Okay. Sometimes I love editing my videos, but sometimes it can get a little tedious, and you know, of course, you're your worst critic, and so I'm trying this new thing where I just don't edit them. So, you know, you'll get like a raw, authentic me, like a conversation with Deja, which is literally so bonkers in and of itself, but you're here and I'm glad you're listening, so let me talk now. Okay, so I jotted these things down. I've been waiting I literally started this on May 30th, 2021, and today is June 27th. I've had this for like a little under a month by now. But I just never got around to posting it, so here we go now. Okay, so the first thing says, I wrote them down like in a notes in my thing. Oh, you know what else I should do? I should play some music since I'm not gonna be, have y'all listened to Surface's new album? It's pretty good. I'll play that in the background. Maybe it might be, anyways, we'll just play it. Okay. Can you kind of hear it? I feel like I'm on a Zoom call. LOL. Okay. Okay, so the first thing is that some people come into your life for a reason and some only for a season. So, I forgot to also say that I'm doing this under 20 minutes. I'm gonna try to do this under 20 minutes. So, okay, pretend that all of that was just the intro starting now. This is 20 minutes, okay. Some people come into your life for a reason and some only for a season. So with this truth, it's something that I have been told like constantly throughout my life. And I mean, it's so true. Like, God puts people in your life, or people come into your life for a reason to teach you something, and some are there only for, you know, for a lifetime, like for a reason. But in that season, there's so much growth and like learning things that you teachable moments that you gain from those experiences that are really, really helpful. But yeah, it's a good reminder whenever I have to let some peers go, or you know, choose to interact with certain people a certain way. I just have to know, like, or have to let go of people because like they serve their purpose in your life, and it just, they served it well. You learn something, and it's okay to move on after that. Okay, second thing is it's okay not to be happy all the time. I am I feel like very outwardly bubbly and happy person most of the time. But it can be exhausting sometimes, especially when that's one of your, like, a defining characteristic. It's almost this, it's not even a facade that you put it for other people, because I genuinely do feel like I have just like this happy spirit about me. But sometimes, you know, inevitably you feel this kind of notion of performance for people, of their expectations of what they want their interactions to be like with you. And so, yeah, a good reminder that you can feel all of the emotions that you feel whenever, because they're completely, one, they're completely valid, and two, you should embrace them and help them, like, be integrated into your journey of growth. Okay, third thing is, are you giving as much energy to negative things as you are to positive things? You know, I would like to think of myself as a relatively optimistic person, but sometimes I slip into this kind of idea of very much a negative outcome. I'm like, what if this happens? What if this happens? Blah, 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 blah. But as much as I am putting energy into all of those, you know, thoughts of like, what if this and what if the worst, I could also be planning for the better, using that energy to plan for positive things in life. And like, you should be fueling, oh my gosh. Also, positive things. Hello, y'all hear that ice cream truck? Yeah, I do too. I saw it when I was coming in and I wanted to stop and get it, but then I was like, oh, I don't have cash. Like, what if they accept card? And then I was like, okay, man, they turned the other way, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll catch them next time. I come inside here, then I see that they have snow cones at one of the food trucks, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a snow cone here. How fitting for me to have a, you know, a snow cone as I'm talking about going what I've learned in my 20s. And then guess what? They were out of ice. So, you know, water, we're gonna get to that one in a little bit, but water it is. I love water. So it wasn't a bad thing, but a nice treat would have been nice. But I also think maybe this was a sign for me to go to Lick after, which if you guys haven't had Lick, it is very good. On the subject of fun of ice cream, I also wanted to bring up these glasses. Look at how fun these are. Hello? Nova, look at your mom. Look at this, just two cool kids looking at each other. Three cool kids looking at each other. Yeah. Okay, so, what was I? Oh, yeah, just make sure that you're fueling as much negative things, or no, fueling as many, fueling all the positive things that you can, as, if not more. Oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? Do y'all know what I'm trying to say? Do y'all get it? I feel like y'all know what I'm trying to say. Just subtract energy from the negative and put that energy into the positive. There we go. That was it. Point blank. Done. Fourth thing is, don't share finances. Your friends don't need to know your financial business. That's all I have to say about that. How did I go from 4 to 3? This is 5. Get a tripod. I am a person that likes to document everything, and I think, you know, I think it's fun. I think it's nice. It's a way to like archive your life. And so with getting a tripod, I mean, you never know when you're gonna need to film something, and in this new digital world of, you know, virtual everything, why not have a tripod? Maybe that's just, no, I don't think it's just me as a creative, but, well, if you have a creative bone in your body, which okay, you know what? Let's start again. Since you've got this creative bone in your body, use it and expressing yourself through like a video. And it doesn't have to be a fancy tripod. I got this tripod with like a camera that I got, but yeah, actually I don't think this one is it. I think my uncle let me borrow this one. I don't know, but anyways, you can get a cheap tripod and just get one that can hold your phone, so you can record yourself. I think that's another big thing, is just being able to gain a sense of, you know, it is a small gain of independence, but like being able to shoot your own things where you don't have to have someone there to like film it for you or anything like that. Like you can do it yourself or take your own pictures if you're wanting to, you know, show the world what you got. Okay. Sixth point is go outside. As you guys can see, I'm in this wonderful park this is Mueller Park here, and there is just such a sense of freedom and openness and just fresh out here that I feel, and it's something that like cannot be mimicked inside. And I have just been so connected with nature and just everything around me by being outside. It has become like a healing thing for me. Like I need to be outside at least for like 20 minutes a day, or I feel like I'm going crazy. Whether that be just sitting outside in the hammock or taking a walk, just being outside is an important thing, and just enjoy that. Enjoy the nature. Enjoy. See them? They're singing. I named all of our trees in our backyard, and I talked to them. They are some pretty sassy people, let me tell you. Right, Nove? Okay. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. Oh my goodness, it sounded like someone was swimming. Do something that makes you happy at least once a day. Or maybe I should have phrased it, at least once a day, do something that makes you happy. So with that, I feel like I often do things that I don't want to do. And I think whenever you do things that you don't want to do, I feel like days slip away a little bit. So even if it's something as small as, I don't know, I don't know why my first instinct was to like time out your toothbrushing time with the timer that it has, and like you stop right whenever it's ready. But I mean, that could be a win too. That's a win for me. I think whenever that happens, I'm like, oh my gosh, wow, yes, I'm a toothbrushing master. Anyways, but like little things like if that's, for me, sometimes it's watching a show, an episode of a show that I like, or it could be spending time with your pet for a little bit, or going outside, just doing something that you enjoy doing once a day. Just giving yourself that little nugget of relief for the day, I think is really important. Okay. This next one says laugh, and laugh loudly and frequently, which is something I do quite often. If you've ever had a stroke like I just did, no. If you've ever had any conversation with me, I think that you know I laugh quite loudly and frequently, and I think that's just fun. I feel like laughter is the best medicine sometimes, and so laugh. Why not? Laugh loud, cackle, freaking howl, whatever. Just have fun. Let the world know you're happy. You know, enjoy company, and even laughing by yourself. I laugh by myself, not in like a weird way, but like, and not. Okay, let me just also say, being by yourself is not weird or, you know, ridiculous. I think that's one of my things. Yeah, we're gonna get to that one. I'll save that one for a little bit later. Next point is drink water. What is the recommended thing? Ooh, that was delicious. Like 8 cups of water a day. I don't know. But yeah, try to at least do a water bottle a day. I mean, if you do more, for sure. But if that at least you can do is get through a water bottle a day, that is incredible. Good on you. Pat yourself on the back. This stuff is essential, y'all. Not a little biased since I'm a water sign. Okay, next point is learn how to say no. This is one that the gods had to come up with this one. This is something that I have had a struggle with, and something that I feel like I haven't really, not even mastered, but like something that I have been working on more consistently this past year is saying no. And it's so important because me, like a lot of other people I know, have these people pleasing tendencies, and so you often put yourself secondary to that, and you shouldn't have to sometimes. It's okay to say no. It's okay if you are tired, and you know, you just don't have the energy to interact with people sometimes. It's okay to say no. It's okay to not take on opportunities that, you know, you thought were going to, you know, help you out, but like it's just not working out. It's okay to say no. It's okay to, you know, just be in control of your life, you know, because I mean, if you think about it, everyone else is doing the exact same thing, and they're just hoping that you go along with their plan or expectation of you. And so take some I don't want to say control, I mean, but kind of, you know, take hold of your life and do the things that you want to do. Okay. Travel and explore. Yes. I put travel and explore. I know that traveling is sometimes maybe not an option for some people, but just exploring. Try a new park. Try a new restaurant. I don't know. Just explore. Try something new. Just experience as much as the world as you can. It has so much to offer, and there's no way that we would ever be able to fully, you know, take in everything that the world has to offer. It's impossible, but taking in as much as you can to get the most out of life is the most rewarding and just fulfilling thing that I feel like you can do. Yeah. Okay, next point I have is to treat yourself. Let me tell you, I love to give myself a little treat myself. I feel like sometimes I maybe do it too often, but you know, within means. But I think, why not, you know? You gotta reward yourself sometimes. And I mean, if you're not gonna enjoy it now, like, then what? You know, I think you can have little victories here and there. That ice cream was gonna be a little treat for myself too today. But yeah, don't withhold positive things for your life. Sometimes it's okay to give in sometimes. Okay. Next one. Your mental health is a priority. Yeah, this is something that has become more relevant within my years in college. As I, you know, gained this new sense of independence and was surrounded by like a different crowd and environment and experiences. Yeah, I started dealing with mental health things that I had never dealt with before, and I didn't really know how to handle them, and they were kind of scary. But luckily, you know, I had some support around me, and I'm still seeking out different support options, but just taking hold of that priority and noticing, you know, when you need help, when your limitations are, like when you've been pushed too far, is really important. Something that I have just more recently taken hold of, and you know, started prioritizing it really. But it'll come in time. Okay. This is just funny. Okay, so if you flip a coin and you're not happy about the outcome, choose the other one. So let me give an example. I think you guys can figure that one out. Yeah, oftentimes we want to. Where are you going? You see the bird? Say hi, bird. Well, it's okay. I think that's a small bird. I'm afraid of birds being his biggest predator, so I'm like, stay away from Nova. But I think he'll be okay. It's like a pigeon. Anyways, what was it? Oh, if you flip a coin, you're right. So if you're debating between a situation and you flip the coin and you're disappointed with it, it's a sign, bub. It's a sign you need to go for the other one. Because if you were happy about, if it landed on the one that you were wanting, then you would be all game. You'd be like, yep, I knew it. Just don't doubt yourself sometimes. Your gut instinct on what you really want is what you really want. You want to go with what you really want. Oh, tell me what I want. What I really, really want. Oh, I'm going to have fun watching this later. Okay. I don't know where he's going. Okay. Next one is rest is productive. It is. And it's something that I also didn't realize until more recently, that rest is really essential and productive and important. Yes, it feels great to work all the time and you're working towards your goal and you're pushing hard, but there also has to be a point where you take a rest to recharge. And it's not that you are going off track, it's not that you are, quitting or failing. It's simply that you just need to take a breather for a little bit. And it ties in again with like your mental health and just taking that rest and that the break um to raking up the bad days. Anyways, okay, taking that break to do what you need. And that's all anyone can ask for you, is for you to do what's best for you. Oh, here we go. Get comfortable with being alone. Yeah, I feel like I'm a very introverted person by nature, and I have a lot of extroverted tendencies. And so, yeah, I think initially, I don't know. I think it had this kind of, there's this stigma behind being alone where you're like, oh man, what a freaking loner. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. But no, sometimes, you're the only person that you can count on. Hello? Yeah. Just give it a second. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you guys like my eyelashes? I did these just for y'all. But yeah, with being alone, you grow, you learn to be independent, you grow some, like a sense of self-soothing and just internal growth that like you didn't know, could happen. And so get comfortable with it. It's not a bad thing to be alone. Okay. The next one is, everyone is on their own journey. Whoa, hello. Yeah, it's a really interesting concept to think about whenever, you're in the school system and everyone is taking like the same courses as you, the same everything. And, you're learning at a different pace. You are experiencing a lot of different things, just at different paces and places in your life. And just being able to like not compare, or like trying not to compare yourself to other people, and just realizing that like they're their own main character in their movie, and you have to focus on you because you're the main character of your movie. And so it's okay if you were a reoccurring season on someone else's, but now you're just in the IMDb credit. That's okay. Everyone's just on their own thing, and they keep moving every day, so keep it pushing. Okay. I heard this quote a while ago, and I thought this was just, wow. Okay, so holding a grudge against someone is like drinking poison and hoping that they die. When I heard that, I said, oh my goodness, wow, okay, that is really interesting. Because yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you hold a grudge and you're like, oh my god, I wish I could do this. I hate you. When I see you, it's unsafe. I'm just kidding. I don't promote violence at all. Can you imagine me in a fight? I would be, are you kidding me? Yeah, I'd be scared. Anyways, sorry, that was just ridiculous. Yeah, thinking of all these things, and you know what? While you're thinking these and meditating on all these angry, hateful things, they're literally chilling wherever they are, living their best life. They said, anyways, you still talking about that? Oh my gosh, that is like 5 years ago. Like, get over it. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, it makes you sit into perspective, and you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, maybe like I do need to let this go because like it happened, and what are you gonna do about it? So I get that. I wrote it down, LOL. I just LOL'd and also LOL'd IRL. Okay, next thing is write down your goals. So something about writing stuff down really helps. I hear with the education systems, you know, writing it down, it stimulates your motor kinetic connection, as well as, you know, information transfer from here to here, and then it makes it more solid. You know, it gives it a goal, it gives it some substance behind just an idea. And so yeah, I feel like once you write it down, then it's like, oh, I gotta do something about this. Let me actually read you guys this thing that I got it from the book, but listen to this. So this is the life of a project. What starts out as one is, oh, this is the best idea ever. Then it goes down another one, and it goes, okay, this is harder than I thought. Down another one. This is gonna take some work. Down another one. This sucks and it's boring. Down one more. The dark night of the soul. And then it goes up one. It'll be good, so just finish it because you'll learn something next time. And then it goes up one more level, and it says, it's done and it sucks, but it's not as bad as I thought. And yeah, I kind of relate that to this, you know, where writing your goal is just the first step. And so you never know, like, who knows, you write down the plan for the goal next time, and then you're writing up a mission statement, and then you're signing a check for a business plan for a property. That was not the strongest thing of that, but anyway, you get the meaning. Okay, and my last one, it's a good 20th one. Enjoy the journey. You're where you need to be, and that can be applied to whatever phase you are in your life. Just enjoy it. But really, do just enjoy it, because I mean, I think I said it pretty clear. You are exactly where you need to be, you know, and to get where you want to go, you need to do the necessary steps to get there. But right now, you're where you need to be to grow. So, and that's the thing I have to, you know, hearing that all out too, I was like, huh, I guess you're right. You got me there. You know, this is a relatively busy park, and I have been seeing people walk past, and like, I know that some of them are looking at me because I've kind of glanced at them whenever I occasionally look up from the screen. It's not facing me, by the way. So I feel like I'm more connected to you guys whenever it's like this. I feel like I'm talking directly to you because I'm not looking at myself. Also, a side note, I wanted to mention this. Whenever you're on Zoom, you need to stop looking at yourself because you want to focus on what they're saying. Press the hide self view. Hide yourself and see everybody else. The only problem is you forget you see yourself, and then maybe you get caught picking your nose. Yikes. Everyone does it. Anyways, also I wanted to show you guys, before I show you the fit, these are really good from H-E-B cherry sours. Oh, delicious. Okay, look at the fit. Word. Okay. Oh, smells like poop. Yeah, kids, I said poop. Ha 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 ha. Don't tell your mom. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for today. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun too. Let me know what your favorite tip was. Not even tip. 20 things I've learned. What did you learn today? What did you learn from me, huh? I think every experience should be a learning experience, so what did you learn? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright. Later, skater.